But I gotta tell you, doing comedy these days is kind of tricky. These are highly sensitive times. People are easily offended. Hashtag do better. Like, for example, I recently posted this funny idea on Instagram. Just an idea and just for laughs. I said, I bet you would be far more motivated if the weight you lost went to someone you don't like. Turns out a pretty good idea. Well, I received a comment. This woman said, would it motivate you in your wellness journey if you could push your struggles onto someone else? Same question, different problem. I thanked her for her feedback. And then I said, don't be surprised if you gain 15 pounds over the next few months. You gotta laugh. Listen again, you don't gotta laugh. It's just that you always can. It's always an option. That's the freedom of choice you were born with. And it's important to remember that laughter releases tension. Laughter is one of the fastest, most effective ways to relieve stress. And Lord knows we're all dealing with stress, right? We all gotta chill out. I'm certainly not gonna be the one to go first, but it is something I've noticed. Right? We all deal with stress. I think one of the most stressful things about life is people. Do you remember during COVID when all we wanted to do was be around people? And just look at us now, wanting to isolate again. Yeah, people. It can be stressful working with people. I worked in an office for 5 years, more about that later. And so yes, I remember just how stressful it could be just to be managing all the different personalities around you, right? There's a lot coming at you on any given day. I remember the people that I would call the yesers. They said yes to everything. They are always happy to help out, willing to pitch in. They were on every committee. No matter what people asked them to do, no matter when people asked them to do it, they said yes, and they made me look bad. Oh, but then I remember the precious people. Oh yeah, the precious people. Now they could never help out because they always had a full plate. And they like to tell me often about their full plate. No matter what people asked them to do, no matter when people asked them to do it, no, they couldn't, they had a full plate. Now, with these people, do you ever wonder what size of plate they're walking around with? I'm just saying, I think there might be some people walking around with teeny tiny plates. It's like, of course you've got a full plate. It came with an easy bake oven. Oh, then there's the negative people. They can stress you out. Because, right, you have to deal with their negative attitude. Then you got to listen to their negative comments, and then you got to look at their face. You know, the face of a negative person. They look angry, but they also look like they're working through a severe gas pain, right? They're like, and then they put out the negative energy, right? You can feel those negative vibes coming at you, and they're contagious. They tear through a place like wildfire, and they remove all the positive energy in the room. I'm amazed at how negative people transform themselves into human energy hoovers, right? Just taking away all the happy vibes. It's like, I'm having a bad day and you're all coming down with me. Anyone here work with someone who sucks? Let's be very clear. Everybody brings joy to a room, either by entering or... But you know who can stress you out more than the negative people? The happy people. Because you can't understand how they can be so happy. And then cue the self-loathing. Why can't I be as happy as her? What the hell is wrong with me? It's layered. It's complicated. But you know, I think happy people can stress you out because they shove that toxic positivity at you. Hey? Like when you're having a tough day or you're going through a hard time, all you're really wanting is a little validation. A a little empathy. But the happy people, right? They'll come up to you and say, well, things could be worse. And you're standing there thinking to yourself, well, you know what, sunshine? Things could be a hell of a lot better too. Yeah, working with people is stressful. Relationships are stressful. Anyone here in a relationship? No one is in a relationship. The city of Richmond Hill is quite the dating pool. I hope you're all going out for drinks later. Bam, chicka, bam. Relationships. I think relationships are one of the toughest things in life. If you ask me, the very best time in a relationship is at the very beginning, before you've met, and you're single. I mean, that's when I'm at my best. That's when I thrive. But let's admit it, after you've been together for a long time, it's hard to keep the spark alive. Do you ever wish your partner would look at you the way that they look at their phone? Now, to be honest with you all, I'm not very good at relationships. When someone comes to me for relationship advice, I assume it's because they no longer want to be in a relationship. And to be actually more honest with you all, I haven't been that lucky when it comes to love. Whenever I'm tempted to buy a lottery ticket, I think of my exes, and then I remember I'm not very good at picking winners. Having children is stressful. Who here has kids? All these single people have children. All right, let me ask you again, for serious. Who here has kids? Anybody regret it? Oh, come on, close your eyes, raise your hands. I have one son. He's turning 2 tomorrow. But since money's a bit tight right now, we're not going to tell him. And now some of you are sitting there thinking, damn it, I should have thought of that. Smart. I'm kidding, I don't have a son. I don't have children. I'm far too self-involved to have children. Like over the years, my friends with kids have said to me time and time again, Susan, you don't know love until you've experienced the love of a child. I'm like, I don't know, I love my cat, and he lets me go out on weekends. But I don't need to have children to understand that raising children is quite stressful. Like the other day, my one friend, she was at the end of her rope. She was at her wit's end. She was like, that's it, I'm done, I quit, I'm selling my kid on eBay. I said, don't be silly, you made him. Sell him on Etsy.